I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an insight as to what the page looks like. So this is day one. This is what you receive, and essentially you jump in here and you end up
talk about, then you'll make even more money. But that's kind of the process.
So just to mute that quickly, so Russell will talk to you. Russell will run you through what's this video, 31 minutes worth of what the first essentially day is. There's been all these pre-trainings which I've completed, but that's not part of the course. You should still do them, and I still do them. I do them even though I know this stuff already. I've done this before. I do them again because it's a great refresher. But this is week one of the first mission, I guess. This is day one of the official program, and you'll see Russell will do these whiteboard style videos where he'll talk to you and he'll speak about whatever today's product is, which is great. So you can essentially listen along to this while you're filling out the worksheet, which is something I suggest you do. Then we jump down to Julie's video and Stephen's coaching calls. Now, I'm going to press play on this Stephen's coaching call right now, and it's going to probably shock you a little bit because he's quite in your face. And at first I was like, whoa, who is this guy? Why is he trying to tell me what to do? This doesn't feel like coaching. It feels like abuse. But I started to listen and realize there's a lot of value there, and there's a lot of passion there. It does sometimes maybe feel a little bit fake, but being completely honest, as you go further along, you realize that's just the personality type. And a lot of people will not handle that very well, and a lot of people will handle it really well. So I'm kind of in the middle. I listen to the message. I'm like that anyway. If I meet you in person, I'm not someone that is too worried about how you deliver your message. I'm interested in your message. So let's just press play. You ready?
Boom! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today. Welcome to the very beginning of the challenge. My friends, the point of this challenge is not just to teach you how to be a funnel builder or simply to launch a funnel, but to make it so you cannot see the world the same way once this challenge is done. So far, do you think
so I won't let me mute it, but I'll just turn the sound off anyway. So this one runs for about 35 minutes. When you get your kit, when you get your 30-day kit, which I showed earlier, you'll have a little MP3 player, which you may or may not want to use, but it has all this stuff loaded on it. Now, I just download these videos anyway because I can, I know how, and I download them and I chuck them on my phone and I listen to these while I go for my morning walks. They're not necessarily going to They do correlate with the worksheet, but you could get through this program without having to listen to Stephen's coaching calls. But I do recommend them. Julie's stuff I'm not 100% certain about because I haven't listened to it before, but let's give it a go. I don't think this was there. I don't think this was there the first time around that I did this.
Services, which are a type of info product, it's just not, which are books. So one of the things that I want to do is kind of look at the book and see.
Cool. So,
okay, so
for me, this looks like it's a bit of offer hacking in progress, which is awesome. This is actually what you're supposed to be doing, happening by someone who's doing it. So Stephen's going to tell you all about it. Stephen's going to get your mind right. And then Julie's obviously showing you how to do it and walking you through the process. And Russell is explaining the theory behind it. There's not many courses, guys, where you'll spend $100 and get this, right? Once. But with the One Funnel Day Challenge, you get I think it's 6 times a week and then a rest day. So what? So that's 6 times 4 is 24. So you're getting 24 plus 6 of these pre-training missions as well. So you're getting 30 essentially, maybe around more closer to 28 when you count some of the days off and the review days that we have. You're getting essentially 28 of these. And when I say these, I'll use my hands because you can see these, everything on the screen. You're getting 3 videos plus a worksheet, which correlates with, if I can find it. Oh, it's right here. Cool. Which correlates with this. It correlates with this this book, so you can jump in and complete this book as you go along with what's happening on the screen. And this is quite comprehensive for $100. If you're in Australia, it's a little bit more than 100, but it's quite comprehensive. It's not often that you'll find something that shows you every step of the way what's going to happen. And as you go through the book, and I've done this before, so I can say this with confidence. there are so many gimmicks out there on the internet that want to coach you, and so many people who make, $50,000 on a funnel, and think that's incredible. And it is a great achievement, but it's not, ready to share your message with the world worthy. There's so many people who don't provide the quality that they say they're going to. If you're from Australia, you'd have heard this saying before. If you're from somewhere else, you might be about to learn an Australian/British bit of slang, I guess. But there are not many products out there in the coaching world, in the marketing world, in the entrepreneurial advancement world, that say, does what it says on the tin, so to speak, or does what it says on the packet. And I would say that this is the same. This doesn't do what it says on the packet. It does more. And I'm not here to talk something up just because I think that I don't know. I don't need to be positive about this. I've already had a bunch of success before I discovered ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is just helping me go to the next level quickly. And this course in particular, I'm amazed by this. And this first day that we're looking at now, it's based around offer hacking, right? Which is essentially looking at someone else's offer, and copying it and modeling it and mirroring it, because if they're having success, then you're going to have success with a similar model, yeah? But when I look at this, I see a major force of business that isn't something that a lot of people provide in 2019. And whenever you're watching this will still be relevant, because this has been the hallmark of business forever. And that's under promise and over deliver. And if you do those things, you'll create people that rave about you and rave about your business and rave about your service. You'll up the perceived value of the product you've just given somebody, right? If I charge someone $200 for my services, so I charge around $200 an hour. That's my rate at the moment. If I charge $200 an hour and I give a perceived $300 worth of value, straight away, I've not just set up this business to pump out exactly what somebody asks for, which is good. If you can do that, that's great, because so many people under-deliver. But if I can over-deliver, that person thinks they've got more than what they've paid for, okay? Which means they're going to go tell someone else about it. And all of a sudden, that customer's not just worth $200 to me, they're worth $2,000 to me, $3,000 to me, maybe more, because who knows how it branches out. So if you can always over deliver, you're going to create people that rave about you, and it's in play right here, because this program, I'm on day one, or day two's here as well. I'm about to finish day one and day two, because I've had quite a lot of work on lately. But both of these two, I'm already looking in week one and week two. Let's load this as well. It's already given me more than I've expected. So of course I want to tell other people about it. And that is this cornerstone of marketing right here. Right here, the cornerstone of marketing is the cornerstone of business is to, under promise and over deliver. And if you can pull someone in with an offer and then provide them with more than they paid for, more than they expected, they're going to be happy. I mean, as a kid, I remember opening up. I played football or soccer, wherever you're from, and I'd buy boots, and often you would get, have I got one around here? I do have one. I'll show you. Let's have a quick look just here. So I've got one right here, which is pretty crazy. So when you buy football boots, back in the old days, it just used to be football boots. There was nothing else. And you might not think much of this, but now, or probably in the last 10 years, they started to introduce these bags that would come with your boots, that would stick your boots in them, and, essentially it becomes free marketing as well, because you're taking that with you to football, right? And someone says, oh, cool bag, how'd you get that? Well, I bought a pair of Predators and it came with this bag. And you might not think much of that, but when that first happened, I felt like I was getting a steal. I felt like I was getting more than I wanted, more than I paid for, and it made me loyal. And for the next, I remember the first time I got it was a pair of Nike Mercurial boots, and I wore those that brand of boot for the next 5 years of playing football, because I felt like I'm going to get a cool bag. I'm going to get a sticker. I'm going to get all these extras in there that I didn't essentially expect. They over-delivered and they won me as a customer. Now I buy a pair of Adidas and a pair of Nike every year because boots just aren't the same as they used to be, and they actually undersell, and I'm going and looking for handmade leather and that sort of stuff these days. But the important part of all of it, I guess, is when you really break it down and look at it, this course is doing that basic hallmark of business, which is under-promising and over-delivering. And that's only a good thing for you as a consumer. And if you're looking to grow your business and you're looking to sort of go to that next level, well, for $100 and for Australians like $140 or whatever, there's not many things out there that are going to give you more than your money's worth. And that's what this does. And I would greatly encourage you to get out there and have a look at this, because $100, you're getting more than $100 worth of value every week or every day, essentially. I like, if you do this right, and you haven't done a lot of marketing before, or if you haven't, it hasn't worked, or if you haven't implemented these sorts of systems before in the way you market, you're going to earn your money back very quickly. And that's the best thing about it, because if you know how to take zero and turn it into, $2,000, you can basically work your way out of anywhere, and it becomes infinite from there. Because if you can create, system one and turn it into a $2,000 a month project, then all you have to do is get it automated with, maybe some virtual assistants, some automations, API or Zapier, however you call it, that sort of thing. Once you can automate that process as much as possible, you're only doing an hour or 2 hours a day or a month in that business, then you can create another one, and you can do another one, and you can do another one, and it becomes infinite, to the point where you can just keep scaling with different products. And the niche, depending on where you're from, doesn't even really matter by the end of it, because it's the process. You know how to work this system the way marketing is currently in 2019. So, guys, I absolutely believe in this. This is, day one. I'm obviously going to catch back up and create something in in week two and do a bit of a recap on how week one went. But for now, I'm beyond impressed with what I've seen in the first 2 days, and how much this has evolved since the first time I did it in their first offer. This is excellent, and I highly recommend it. And you're not going to go wrong. You're absolutely not going to go wrong. Get stuck into it.